Hey, what's up? What's up? It's the business boyfriend Kareem Allen. All right, so let's get into it. First off, thank you guys for taking the next step in your social media journey or your journey to master social media, or if you just want to have sales made on your behalf while you're asleep or traveling or spending time with your children. Congratulations on taking a big step. All right, so we're going to get into the master class. This master class is just 20 minutes, so just set aside 20 minutes of time. But let's get straight into it. All right, so give me a second. All right, social media secrets to making sales in your sleep. And I am the business boyfriend, Kareem Allen. Let's get into it. Make sure that you have a pen and a piece of paper, a pen and a piece of paper. I like to go old school with it. So I would appreciate if you guys do that to take notes so you can always refer back to them. And I'll tell you something too with this masterclass before I get into it. I know you guys like, come on, let's get into it. But before I get into it, this masterclass, the purpose of this is to give you guys a lot of knowledge and tips for using social media and making, having sales made on your behalf in your sleep. But it's gonna be enough to where you can go and use this and be successful on social media. You can do pretty good things. But if you really want to make money in your sleep, have your social medias and your systems work for you while you travel or spend time with your children, then I'm gonna push you guys to my course. And in my course, I go over everything in detail, step by step, on how to do it, and I give you guys the best like people and platforms to have it done on your behalf. So, but let's get into it. Social media secrets to making sales in your sleep. So I never told anyone my recent story. This is very recent, and you guys are the first. So God gave me a message and told me that He would renew everything in my life. So I was ready for that. I sat back. I was ready for it. I lost everything at the age of 24. It was so bad that I was forced to sleep on my sister's couch. So I had a company before, lost everything, ended up on my sister's couch. Yeah. The TV show I was a part of on Lifetime aired as I was homeless back in my hometown on my sister's couch. So just embarrassment. Also, all of this happened during the pandemic. So all of this, my lowest low during the pandemic. And I used this moment to boss up, and I created a business that operated the way I needed it to. And now I'm well out of that situation, and I learned so much because of it. So boom, we have to go through things to learn. So, and I really don't brag on the money that I created for myself. I don't brag about my own sales. I brag with the results of my clients. So I started out managing people's social medias and just all kind of companies. I've worked with a lot of everybody and some of your favorite brands too. So I started out just managing their social media accounts, but sales was my first love. So instead of just, having the social medias look pretty, I was like, let's get some sales out of this. Like, I can care less if it look pretty or not. Let's get these sales. So sales, that's my first love. That's my forte. And I've learned my own system of sales on social media, to where it runs on autopilot. All right. And that's the couch. That's my sister's couch right there. If you see me in the picture. So that's it. Who am I and why I'm qualified to teach you? Let's just rip through this real quick. 8 years of successfully running social media accounts for global brands. Yeah. I learned under the world's best social media gurus. I bought all the courses and went to all the seminars. I've been a part of that for years now. So I can say that I learned from some of the world's best social media gurus. Hundreds of thousands of dollars generated from my personal products and services. It's going to be the only time you hear me pop my ish. Most importantly, I have automated my sales. So automation, if you're not familiar with automation is basically when you have something, when you create a system that works or perform a service or whatever for you. So for example, when they build cars now, they don't have to like manually do it anymore or physically do it with their hands. They just have machines to where they program, or it might be one person that's running the machine and is pushing out and building all of these cars. So we can do that with your business. We can do that with your social medias, your emails, your all of that. We can have it on autopilot, which we'll get into it. And most importantly, I have automated my sales. I personally make money while I travel, paint. Yeah, painting. I like painting. Sip wine and play with my new baby girl. So, yep. All right, so let's get into it. So always follow the path of bigger brands in your industry. This is just an invoice. I don't know what it's for. But yeah, big brands do not post 24 times a day, and which that's an exaggerated number. But basically, just get out of the mindset of posting on your social media. You want to let those ads and all that stuff do it for you. So if it's email marketing, let the email and we'll go get into it. I'm getting excited. Big brands use paid ads to sell for them. So get that out your head with posting. Just if you post, run it as an ad. So now you're in the big leagues now. So congratulations on posting and getting a few sales manually. But when you're talking about going into other business ventures or just simply buying back your time, you can do it using ads. The ads will sell for you while you're awake, while you sleep, all of that. So, and we'll get a little into like how ads work too. But big brands create systems that repeats the sales process. So, and we'll get into what a sales process is as well, and systems. All right, let's get into this though. But this is something that you have to stop doing. So we have to go into a mindset shift. All right, so now we're in the big leagues, like I say. So systems will be running on your behalf. They'll be running your business for you. Every facet of it, honestly, you can have a system that could do it for you, or a virtual assistant, which we'll get into that. But yeah, so now we changing our mindset. So we definitely want to address ego tasks, and those are things that make you feel like you're working and grinding and moving forward, and which you might be, but it's systems and things that can do it 10 times better than you. So, I mean, put your ego aside and put those systems in place. So, and this is examples of ego tasks. Selling on your personal pages, like just stop that. Selling on your personal pages. Cold inboxing, stop that. Photo shoots every month. So it's a lot of entrepreneurs that just kind of take take a lot of photos, which is nothing wrong with photo shoots, but that's kind of all that they do. And we want to shift to our system running the business, and the logo being a face, like, moving forward. Follow for follow trains or like for likes, like stop doing that. Stop manually doing things. You have to trust. If you're gonna spend more time with your children, buy back your time. If you're gonna travel, if you're gonna date, whatever it is, you have to. If you're serious about buying back your time, then you have to stop doing things manually and trust your system. Posting 24/7 with no strategy. It's very, very important to have a strategy. We'll get into that a little more. Not using paid ads to sell for you. Just, stop it. Use those paid ads. Posting just for likes. We'll get into that when it comes to sales and a conversion. When it comes to sales and converting people and all of that, every post has to have a purpose. So, and a lot of times, our goal, if we're buying back our time, the purpose of the post is to drive them to the website, to where they can make where they can be sold a little more too and make the purchase. Just like I'm going to do with you guys after this. So I'm going to drive you guys to my website to get my course. But on my website, you're going to see a lot of things, other like testimonials and things like that are selling you as well. So my website is going to sell you as well. So I'm all for sales. And then just checking social media pages constantly. Stop that. Trust your system. When you do things like that, you're not trusting your system. But also, I'll tell you something that somebody told me one time: never get high on your own supply. So, so when you're using social media for business, it's technically it's a business at that point. It's a product, it's a service, whatever. It's a business at that point. So you can't indulge in your own. It's best not to indulge in your own, in your own business and what you're doing. So now look at social media as business purpose. When you get on there, you'll have a set list of things that you're going to do on there, and then get off. All right, let's go to the next thing. So imagine playing Spider-Man with your child, and you take a look at your phone and you see sales from social media. This will be your new reality. A lot of this too, and I'm big on the mental of it and affirmations and just kind of, telling yourself these things. But you want to definitely make sure that you have some affirmations that you go by daily. So, and this is going to be your new reality. Speak it into existence now. So the problem that we will solve today and forever. All right. So the problem is you're working too hard for sales on social media. When you're posting and cold inboxing and commenting and doing all those things, big businesses and big brands don't do that. They don't do that. They have those systems. What I mean by systems is they have those paid advertisements. If it's Google ads, if it's YouTube ads, if it's Twitter ads, if it's Instagram ads, Facebook ads, they have those sell for them. And we'll once again we're gonna get a little more into that. And then you have emails as well, and the emails are going to sell for you, and automated text messages and things like that. So ask yourself this question: if I caught the flu today and had to stop working for a week or two, could my business still make me money? I'm gonna let you sit with that one for a little bit. If you caught the flu today, and I don't wish that on anybody, and you had to stop working for a week or two, or maybe two, could your business still make money? All right. I'm just gonna let you guys. Sit with that one. Answer that question in your head. All right. So we're moving on to the next thing. If no is your answer, you should be very concerned. So I'm judging you now. If no is your answer, you should be concerned, because congratulations, you're a hustler. It's just like working a job. If you don't have those systems running for you, you're working for your dollar, which is cool that you're working for yourself. But when we talking about leveling up, those systems got to work for you. It's only one of you, you know. So, but don't worry. I experienced this lesson the hard way, and I learned a way around this. So I did experience this lesson the hard way, and I learned a way around this. All right. So your solution: adjust personal profile for automation. So adjust your personal profile for automation. And what this is basically a link directly to your sales page to where they can go and buy it. So and if you feel a little confused on this, you can always look for me on Facebook or Instagram at the Business Boyfriend Everything. Like it's at the Business Boyfriend, but you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, on social media, and you can kind of check out my personal, this is personal and business pages, and you can see that they're set up for automation. And I let you know, hey, I sell courses. You can get my free masterclass, or wherever I'm driving you, the link is down there. So even my bio sells for me. You get what I'm saying? So if it's like 1 a.m. or something and I'm asleep, and someone happens to scroll them on social media, my bio is going to sell them. It's set up to sell them. Everything needed to be set up to sell them automatically. So they don't have to inbox and ask, hey, where's your website? Or hey, where's this? The bio tells them, the bio is going to drive them there. So adjust your personal profile for automation. That's one way to do that. And it's very important. You have to understand too. You have to understand the social media algorithm. So the social media algorithm works like this. All right. And once again, I will give you guys very detailed instructions and detailed things to do in my actual course. But right now I'm just giving you a general overview, which is very important. You can use this and make a lot of money too. But I really recommend that you guys check out my course after this. But no, you have to understand the social media algorithm. The social media algorithm is very important. And a lot of people, what they like to do is they like to go against the algorithm. But you'll never win against the algorithm. I promise you. It's good to work with the algorithm. So, and in my course, I kind of break down and I go into depth about the algorithm, about Facebook, Instagram's algorithm, and how you can use it, how you can work with the algorithm. All right, so the third thing is Facebook group sales automation trick. All right, and that's something else that I go deep into in my course, but I'm still gonna give you guys jewels in this too, so don't be so quick to run off. But Facebook group sales automation trick. All right, so yeah, that's when I tell you Facebook groups built my business from the beginning. It built my business from the beginning. And what I ended up doing was finding a very inexpensive virtual assistant, and I would create posts for throughout the week, and I'll have them post to those groups. Like, for example, I offer services to business owners. So from there, I would have my virtual assistant that I didn't pay much at all. I would have them go and look for groups that had my target audience in there, which was business owners. And a lot of groups, there'll be black business owners of, or small business owner of, or whatever. Those all groups that I need to be in. And from there, I have the virtual assistant posting those groups daily, and it has a call to action in a post. So the first line grabs them, it grabs their attention, have a very engaging video or picture or whatever. The middle kind of gives them a, kind of talks about the problem and the solution. And then the end is a call to action to my website every time. And I just have my virtual assistant post those to the group, and they just leave it there. And those usually like sell for months at a time. And that's a trick that I never told anyone, but I'm telling you guys now. All right, the fourth thing is business Facebook and Instagram page creation for automation. So in my course, I have like actual individual modules that explains like step by step how to set it up for automation. But you can actually set your Facebook and Instagram pages up for automation as well. So which is very, very important when we talk about buying our time back. And when we talk about being able to travel and make money, and we talk about these things that other companies do, to where they have sales in their sleep or sales when they're gone doing things, they have a system in place. But we'll get into that. So I'm giving you guys hashtag Jules, and then the next thing we're gonna set up your shop for automation. So a lot of you guys have your shop set up, but you don't have it set up to sell for you. Remember, our goal is to not just look pretty, not just look good. Our social media platforms, websites, all of that have to sell as well. Our number one goal is to sell. In business, that's usually the number one goal, is to sell people, so. But yeah, and then the next one is Facebook and Instagram ads and page management, and I'll get deeper into that as well. Did y'all think I was coming like this? When I tell you the course is lit, this is lit too, but the course is really, really lit. So yeah, let's get into the next thing. Here's a testimonial from Modeling and Ministry, the owner, Jessica Simpson. And she said, my team and I used to post every day and send DMs to get students signed to our modeling school, and it was tiring, not worth it. So basically they were hustling on social media, and which I know her personally, and I know this company personally. And what she told me was they would get students, but it was just a process of, having so much other stuff to do, to where they would get sales, but they hustling for the sales. They don't have time to set up everything else. It's no system in place. So basically they were losing in reality. We hired the business boyfriend, that's me, and he brought us $3,000 students immediately. And that's the enrollment cost for the course. And I actually had those ads running because I manage a lot of accounts. And if you guys are interested in having me manage the accounts, you can feel free to email me, and the email should be at the somewhere on the page or whatever. But you can feel free to email me. I do have I cost, so that's why I want to teach you guys how to do it. Or you can use my course and like you can find somebody to work for you, like assistant or something like that. You can even find free assistants from the schools and colleges and stuff, and you can have them go through the course to where they understand social media, and they can just do it for you. But we love how clients chase us now. So clients chase them. Once upon a time, they were chasing clients. We set up those ads and those systems to where now it's positioned them to have clients chase them to sign up. They don't have to work on. Honestly, they don't even have to go on social media. Once those ads are running, and you have the pages set up and your shop set up, everything set up to sell for you, even your bio. You're not even going to have to be on social media much. You might get on there once a week just to look at the analytics, but you might have to tweak a thing here and there, but it literally sells for you. Everything works for you. And I'm serious, you guys. I highly recommend his course, and I know he will give his heart and soul in this course. My team and I are buying a course now as we speak, and that's Jessica Simpson, the owner of Modeling and Ministry. All right. Here's a little here's a few tips as well. Content design creation tips. So I started out in designs, like creating designs like logos and like commercials, editing commercials, doing all kind of things. I actually started out in that realm. So design, like actually creating content, was my first thing that I did. So I have and my content used to sell itself. I used to position my content to sell itself. Like it was so good that it would catch people's eye. And then on top of the bios and all that, or copy as we call it, that sold them as well. Do not overthink your content. Don't overthink it. Just let it go. I promise you that's the best thing to do. Don't overthink it, just let it go. But also you have to be vulnerable with social media. So I know I struggle with being vulnerable with social media, but you have to open up and be vulnerable with social media and not seem like a robot. Are you a social media hustler or a social media business? So once again, we got into the hustling of social media, and that's manually doing things, and we're creating a business with social media with systems. Creating content should be done with strategy in mind. Every piece of content has to have a purpose. You have to have a purpose in mind for this piece of content. Not that it just looks good. It has to have a sales purpose in mind, or So, for example, if even with this picture, uh, let's not use that. But yeah, but with creating content, it has to have a strategy in mind. Every piece of content has to have a purpose. So keep that in mind. You only need a few pieces of amazing content. You really do. And a lot of people think that you have to just post every day and things of that matter, and that's hustling. When I tell you that, well, all of my clients, what we do is we start out by pushing a lot of content out there, and then we see the pieces of content that do well, and the copy on it. So that's the actual like captions and things like that. The captions and the piece of content that do well, we just keep them, run them as an ad forever. That's all we do. And from there, we rarely change it up. And if we do, we'll create content similar to that. Because once again, we have to lose our ego about this thing. If this piece of content is selling, you like it or not, you have to let it sell. And a good piece of content will set you up for a while. So yeah. Test content on Twitter and Facebook groups. Yeah, I love to post the test content on Twitter, because you can just post like 10 things on Twitter and nobody won't make a noise or blink about it. And if you do that on Facebook, they unfollowing you. On Instagram, definitely unfollow. But yeah, but test content out on Twitter, and you can test content out in Facebook groups as well. And once again, we talked about the Facebook groups. You join those groups that have your target audience in there. So, and that's a good start in the beginning. I swear to God it is. But yeah, and no super blurry pictures, no bad content, because once again, it's so many people posting things on social media, fighting for people's attention, to where they're gonna stop at the content that stands out, that's different, that's high quality, whatever it is. But blurry pictures, they never work. And if you did not get a picture of the moment, did it really happen? Hashtag bars. So it's important to it's important to always get pictures and videos. Now, that's your business now. So, and a lot of the hard work you're going to be doing is just getting pictures, like just gathering content, which is pictures and videos. That's the hardest thing you'll do. But from there, you just feed it to the system, and the system is going to run it through, and it's going to work for you. So be yourself on social media. I've worked with clients who posted the most ratchet content, but it resulted in sales because they were being themselves. I'm not saying to pretend to be ratchet if you're not. Just be yourself and do not overthink. Don't overthink. People on social media can smell fake from a mile away. They can. And I admit I'm the king of minor and major typos. This used to discourage me from marketing and selling on social media. It did, but I don't care. I don't care anymore, because I've had posts to where it had a bunch of typos that sold thousands in a day. So I'm not tripping. What social media platform is best for you? You will not use every platform for your business. So YouTube is what's called long form marketing. So on Facebook, it's not really tactful to post a 30-minute video on there every time you post it or whatever. So long form is basically long videos where you might need 30 minutes to get the message out, but don't post it on Facebook, post it on YouTube. That's good for long form marketing. Instagram is a showcase of highlights. So all the highlights are on Instagram. All your highlights of your business or getting awarded, whatever it is going to be on Instagram, to where people can get a quick like overview of you and what you do in your business just by scrolling on your Instagram. Facebook pages are hybrids, and they're good at a lot of things. So Facebook business pages. So yeah, so your Facebook business page is like a hybrid. It's the best of all of them. So it's like Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all that combined. It's amazing. And it's good at doing a lot of things. Facebook is good for a lot of things with marketing. Twitter is very loud. And what I mean by loud is, once again, like I can just literally post 10 different like posts on Twitter, and it's all right. So that's what we mean by loud. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of noise, a lot of people talking nonstop. It's a great platform for testing things as well. It's actually the best platform for testing any content, anything. So start with Twitter. Email is the lifeblood of marketing. And what I mean by lifeblood, and I actually got that from Ty Lopez, but the lifeblood is basically, it's the engine. It's well, not the engine. It's just the email is going to always be there and be necessary. So email is very important because, and think about this too, with email, that's where just having an email, you can market to people and people expect to be marketed to in their emails. But imagine marketing to people on Facebook under the comments or something. People don't expect that. But in email, they expect marketing. So that's why we call it the lifeblood of marketing. You expect sales, emails, or whatever. So I don't want to over explain that. Google Ads are the engine of business, and this will be the most important platform. Yes, once you enter the big leagues, Google Ads are very important. And I'll let you guys know something too. When it getting down to the ads, ads are very important, but you want to also make sure that you're getting a return on your investment with your ads. And I would say starting out, give it maybe about 2-3 months, and from there, if you're not seeing the results that you're looking for with the ads, then you have to work on some targeting, which I get into in my course. I'm really, really great with targeting, creating target ads, and I'm really good with advertisements, period. But yeah, I really break down how to do that and how to master that. And I can't fit all that into this masterclass that we at right now. So in my course, I give all of that. I give that away. Here's a testimonial from the Power Coach. Kareem is an amazing brand strategist. He is going to bring attention to your business immediately. He knows he knows branding, business, and most importantly, the mindset of the consumer and entrepreneur. He is the best. Joseph Pridgeon, that's pastor, power coach, and publisher. And I'm going to get to this real quick, you guys. I know I said 20 minutes and we're getting to 30 minutes, but I really want to let you guys, know some of these things. And it's very important. They may seem small, but it can be the difference in your business, like making sales tomorrow on its own. So your website is your digital storefront. Your website should be all of the following: fast, user-friendly, includes ways to book and pay for your service or product, address all of the questions a potential customer may have. It should actually help sell your product and service. And then this is a little quote from me: life is not meant to be survived, it's meant to be thrived. All right, so yeah, your website's to sell for you. What's the point of it just sitting there looking pretty? You got to put it to work. So, and it should sell for you by itself without people having to email you to ask you questions. All the questions and things need to be detailed on the website. So, and I get into more of that in my course as well. So I do have a lot left on this masterclass, like email and text message marketing for your business. Boom. If you can just get a screenshot of that. And once again, I do get into this in my course. So this is the masterclass right now, and I don't want to hold you guys too long. But this is the masterclass. I go more into detail in my course. So you guys get that after this. So it should be the next page over. You can learn more about my course, see more testimonial videos from people, everything. My course is bomb. Get that. And right now it's on sale for $299.99. It's $300. And at first it was $1,500 for the past 6 months. So this is the pre-sale too. And next month I'm going to have the course complete. And if the course is complete already, then that means you was late to this masterclass. But it's all right. Better now than never. Testimonials. There's more testimonials saying how use my method and made her first sale at 6 a.m. this morning. New business owner. If you use my systems, you will never have to sweat for sales again. Getting into that, that's really dope. My life and why I desperately needed automated sales. See, all this stuff, and I can't fit all this into this masterclass. I'm sorry, you guys, but I do in my course. I break it down. How to sell a high ticket product or service. Ooh, it's a system to that as well. Like selling high ticket. When I say high ticket, $2,000 courses or $10,000 couches or whatever. I teach you guys a system on doing this. Look, in my course, we go step by step. I'm telling you how to do it. Testimonial, another one. All right, think about what we went over so far. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. So what I want you guys to do now, I can't fit all this in my masterclass. I love you guys so much. You're amazing. I wish the best for your business. Even if you don't move forward with my course, I just wish the best for you, and hopefully the jewels that, and the knowledge that I spit to you guys during this masterclass, you can use it to make a lot of money. And if you need to learn more or know more, or if you're like me, I'm detail oriented. I need step by step. Step one, do this. Step two, do this step. I need all the steps until I get to step 100 and it's complete. But if you're like me, then you need to get my course. And once again, it's on sale right now for $299.99. Or is it $299.99? Yeah, $300. It's on sale for $300 now. So you can just go over to the next page and get that course and pre-sell it. And next month is going to be completely finished and ready for you guys. And this is going to change your life. It's going to teach you guys how to set up systems like email marketing, text message marketing, all that one-time things that you have to do. And it's going to run your business for a long time. And also, I get into the best people and platforms to where they'll set the systems up, and they'll do the platforms, these apps and things like that, they'll do this stuff for you. So it's really as simple as that. We live in a different world now. Like, people are making money in their sleeps. You have high schoolers that are like taking trips every day, and their businesses are selling on autopilot. And the scary thing about this is that they're in the same industry that you are, so they're coming for you. So, but yeah, I love you guys so much. It's the business boyfriend, Kareem Allen. Please, after this, check out my course if you're a step-by-step person like me. And if you don't, hopefully you got enough in this masterclass that can carry you forward to the millions and hundreds of thousands that you want. So it's the business boyfriend, Kareem Allen. I'm out. Peace.